We're back. Jumped right
Today
into it.
is America Day. We are all decked out in our American gear. James, I don't want to hear it. Don't even
I
comment.
love America more than anything in the world.
All right, that's valid. I thought you were going to... never mind.
What do you think I was going to do?
Some obnoxious James stuff.
I thought you were going to
I would
Chris
never
again.
be obnoxious, ever.
No, I just didn't want you to bully Chris again on the podcast.
I never bully Chris. Chris just takes it personally.
Hey, we're going to move on. We're going to move
James
on.
spat on my shorts. That sounds like bullying
I
to me.
fake spat on your shorts because they were very dark blue, borderline black.
The American flag is literally navy blue. It's not royal blue.
That's way more
Oh,
than
look
just
at,
navy blue.
This is like the American flag. That's pretty close. They're not that bad.
No, your shorts are like the good American flag color.
I think he's just butthurt because
I think these are too purple.
today.
Cause you won. Chris, you guys are 13-0 now.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah,
epic.
golf team's 13-0.
Golf team
Yeah,
won.
Did you guys shoot under a 183 or 180?
We actually shot 186.
Ooh.
187.
Wait, didn't you say
Up
you
from
had to shoot under
practice.
190?
No, under 180.
No, under 180 would have been a stretch. I got stung by.
They got 183 in practice.
got stung by a bee on the third hole.
Ooh,
So
that
playing
throw off your
Played
game.
through it. Jordan
Playing-
flu game.
playing 6 holes with that was not fun.
Chris's
Actually,
B game.
Actually, the same spot that one of my teammates was stung last Friday. Same place on the course. He was.
Did they take care of the nest?
Right there.
What did you what was your not score but like
I shot a 39.
Wow.
what's
Oh,
par? 36?
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
Disappointing bogey on the last hole, but
Who did the best?
Kyle Respugia shot a 36.
My gosh.
Cam,
I don't know
Pog.
how he is so good at golf.
Pog.
Cam and a girl shot a 37. Nick shot a 38. 39.
Wait, girls
for
on the
me.
golf team? They don't have a girls golf team?
2 juniors.
It's co-ed?
2 juniors shot 40, or 2 sophomores shot 40, and then Phil, with a disappointing 42.
Are there any baddies on the golf team?
No. Do anyone want to talk about Trump?
I've
What's
heard
going
that.
on right now?
What's going on with him?
I
Are you
didn't
guys
hear-
serious?
I haven't heard anything.
Like you don't
Enlighten
know
us.
that our president might get impeached. You don't know about this.
Talk about it, Chris, because evidently we don't know.
Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about.
He like called the president of Ukraine with something to do with Joe Biden, and like Joe Biden is like the head Democrat guy,
Joe Mama?
Jesus Christ.
and then I'm done. You guys can figure it out.
James, you really had to go and just
Because
shit on Chris's
I just
parade.
did it just because I knew he would get pissed about it.
So is this like a serious impeaching, or is it just like... a group of
They
people?
started it.
It's just a goofy impeaching. They're just like, ha ha ha, you're getting impeached.
Well,
You can go
everybody
back in a
sa-
week.
Somebody says every day that they're going to impeach Trump, and there's movements every day.
But
to do
impeached
it.
doesn't mean anything. He has to get impeached then removed. If he's impeached, he's still president, and not removed. He's still president and can run again for his next term.
So what
has
does
to get
impeached
removed.
mean?
Really doesn't. It just means that they can vote to remove him.
Oh, okay. Wait, so what did you
But
say to
I'm
the
pretty
Ukraine
sure
guy?
if he's going to get him, if he gets impeached, he's most likely.
So why is this grounds for impeach and removing?
The House votes to impeach him, and then the Senate votes to remove him. But the Senate
He's a Republican, right?
is majority Republican, and they have to get 2/3 majority to remove him. Only
yeah,
only simple majority to impeach him.
Oh yeah. So
And this is big news because only 3 presidents have ever faced this. 2 were impeached. Neither were removed, and then Nixon resigned before he could actually get impeached.
That was pretty baller.
The other one,
He was like, you guys can't fire me. I quit. Fuck
other,
you.
Yeah, pretty much.
other 2 were James Clinton, whatever,
Bill Clinton?
and then I forget the other one. He was a long time ago.
Osama bin Laden?
No. No.
Oh.
No. Wasn't one of the Roosevelts impeached?
No.
Or moved to? No. Okay. Never mind. 2 presidents, Andrew Johnson and William Jefferson.
I thought you were going to say William Howard Taft.
Or-
Pog.
Oh, wait.
William Jefferson is not a president.
No, it's William Jefferson Clinton, Bill Clinton. So he goes by, his full name is William Jefferson. So just those 2. And there's also two senators, and a cabinet secretary that was impeached. These are all a long time ago. There's no like recent ones. Like the recent one is 1998.
Yeah, that was Bill Clinton. So it's big news.
That was only
Yeah.
21 years ago. Kind of wild.
Oh, it's still a long time ago.
Josh, go long.
Oh, I'm long. It's so fitting for a sports podcast. James and I are playing pass right now.
But it's Wednesday.
Oh, James, put it away. Put it away.
Gronk spike.
Gets us kicked out of the library. Can you imagine?
Chris is not having it today. Wait, so what did he say to the Ukraine president that got everybody so mad? Like, how is that grounds for impeachment and removement?
His Joe Biden's son was doing something in Ukraine, and then Trump tried to get the Ukraine guy to like do something to Biden's son that would look bad for Biden, because then Trump would have an easy win. There's no
That's kind of messed up.
And it's also illegal, because during an election you can't do
Yeah,
something
you can't
to
like influence
sabotage.
it
You
and
can't
stuff like that.
sabotage another. He's releasing the phone call, like the transcript of the phone call. It was supposed to be this morning to try and prove his innocence, but
Trump is?
yeah, he's releasing like the transcript of the phone call.
I think he's gonna win just because he's running for re-election.
There's only like 4 presidents that have ever
Lost
not-
re-election.
lost re-election, right?
Yeah, and that was during like big things, like the Vietnam War. I think was one of them.
He also has not been a bad president.
Oh no, wasn't it during World War II? One
No,
of the
World War
presidents that
II.
ran didn't get reelected.
World War II was FDR. He was through the whole thing.
Anyone else
Or
absolutely?
who was presidents during World War One? Wasn't there like 4 presidents?
Oh
during
yeah, I
World
think
War
you're
One?
right.
And one of them didn't get reelected or
Is
something.
anyone else absolutely sick of? I think that was Herbert Hoover, of Tom Steyer ads on YouTube. Let me tell you,
Yeah.
I'm sick of them.
What's
I'll take
that?
Trump on head to head on
I
the economy,
am
and
sick of
I'll
it.
win.
Donald Trump, I'll expose him for what he is: a fraud and a failure.
Oh, I have not been watching enough YouTube
Oh my god,
recently.
they're so
Every
annoying.
video is
yeah.
Tom Steyer. I've never disliked ads before. Every time I see, I just
Yeah,
fucking hate him. Oh, he's so annoying. Oh my god.
but he's doing good because he's like the only politician on YouTube. He's like targeting. All
And then
the
he's
young
like,
people.
I've
yeah,
been-
because we can vote this year.
Mm.
And then he's like,
Well, it's like that every
we're
election.
we're thinking economy. We're not thinking like
And-
global.
and
stuff.
then,
You gotta get close to the mic.
and
Am I
then,
really that quiet?
Yeah, it's green when you talk.
and then,
that's not a bad thing.
he's like, he was given 413 million from his father, which
Yeah, and then he
hurt the
lost
economy,
over a
and then he
billion.
lost over $1 billion. So he's over and then he somehow jumped to $4 billion total debt to our economy. I'm like,
Who?
Yeah,
Donald
The-
Trump.
Oh,
the Tom Sawyer guy.
Tom Steyer said that about him. It's just
Apparently, he's a businessman.
bunch of hoop-
and thinks he can lead
hoobadooble.
the country too.
I'm just sick of all the phone calls I've been getting. Like
You
it
been getting
seems
phone
like
calls?
seems like every 2 hours I get a phone call for some annoying ass.
I get a lot of
representative.
random
any
phone
phone
calls, so
calls?
I don't answer any.
I don't answer them, but it's just annoying because I'm like doing stuff on my laptop or my phone, and then like it starts ringing and it just shuts everything down because it just it prioritizes that. It's really annoying.
I don't get any phone calls.
It's because the dumbass woman who had my phone number before me decided it would be really smart to sign up for every loan forgiveness thing in like America. So I get like all kinds of phone calls for that, and then also all the political stuff because she took all the surveys, of course, because she's a dumbass.
God.
So yeah, they contact her all the time. It's really fun. I love that because they call me and they're like, "Hello, I am looking for Christine," and I'm like, "Yeah, Christine got your number." And they're like, "Christine, is she there?" And like they keep
How
they keep
old is your
asking.
number?
I don't know. I've had it for like 3 years,
Huh.
at least, like if not more. No, I've had it for 5 years now. 5 years, half a decade.
Are these people Indian or?
Some of them are. Most of them are.
Gotcha. So they're just telemarketing.
One time,
scammers.
her mom called me. Her actual mother called
Jesus.
me, and I was like, "Hello, who is this?"
along.
And well,
You're like, yeah, I'm James. I'm her affair.
Be like, oh, hold on, let me get Christine for you.
and she was like, "Oh, I forgot Christine got your number," and I was like, "Can you tell that bitch to like get rid of all the shit that's been calling me? Because holy crap, dude! Like, how are you such a dumbass that you actually believe all those loan forgiveness things? Like, I'm 17, I don't believe that shit.
Yeah, the ones.
Because you don't have any.
You can get out of
'cause
your
you don't
debt
have any
debt-free.
loans. Once you have
Yeah,
loans,
but
you're gonna
even
sign
if
up
I did have
all-
loans, I wouldn't just. That's me typing. Loan forgiveness, and then just click on everything and put my phone number in. That's what she did.
Huh.
I have her bank account information because she keeps trying to send it to herself, but it's still on my number, so I could literally go into her bank account.
She rich?
I probably not because she's paying off student loans
Yeah.
and needs all that forgiveness. But if I'm pretty sure if I wanted to, I could. I have all her Yahoo account stuff. I still get phone calls from the Merrimack School District talking about your kid's school has been canceled today.
Wow, so she's like really stupid.
She's literally I Facebook messaged her one time and I was like, dude, this is because Facebook recommended me her page one time and I was like, hey, did your old number used to be this? And I sent her my number and she was like, oh yeah, it was. And I was like, okay, well, can you get rid of all the shit that's still sending it to me? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's for you. And she was like, no. And I was like, wow. All right. So that's really fucking annoying, and I hope she dies. But anyways,
Anyone listen to Astro Clowns? The diss track?
Oh yeah, we listened to it in video production. Not that great.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
James?
The video for it is kind of dope, but the song itself is
not.
trash.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Well, the
Nope.
drone shots. Did you listen to the same one?
Yeah, I think you listened to the Pinkerton one.
Oh yeah, I listened to the
Yeah,
Pinkerton
no,
one.
no,
Yeah,
no.
that's what I
You
was
need to
talking
listen to
about.
the Londonderry one. The Pinkerton
Oh.
one's like okay. The Londonderry one is trash.
No, the Pinkerton one's terrible.
No, it's not that bad. Listen to this.
Turn it up on the board.
This is the Pinkerton one. They played it like at the start.
No, this is the Londonderry one. You
No,
mean.
no, no. But that was what the beginning was. They played part of the Pinkerton one.
oh, they use the clown emoji. It's over for us.
We're the
There's no
actual
coming back from the
clowns.
clown emoji.
That's a terrible Photoshop.
It's too much build up.
Man, you fools amaze me, you fools lazy. Writing on this, I'll explain plainly. Making a bar about a knockoff story about finding Dory. Let's play categories. I just
Can they hear this?
So bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
To diss us by saying our bands are right. Oh wait, you did that already. Okay, let's get back to mine. Think it in, listen what I gotta say to them. Well, I got a feeling that they're going down with killing. I like to bar about plus 16. Wasn't it 12 girls though? That was a pretty big thing. But it don't matter, that's no factor. I know you think you got more talent. To the Astros, here's the best go. If you need water, you can ask Joe. So you won repeatedly, don't be mean to me. I can feel the heat, go back on your knees. Feel the irony, cannot wait to see what you're soon to be. Lose your winning streak. You ain't beating us again in this light least. You ain't beating us again, you can mark me. If this rap is dead like you motherfuckers said, then it would just be because we got better athletes. Got a student about a 3,200, but it doesn't matter cause you will still be fucking a number. You be living in the dungeon with the others like Conquer, Timberlane, Salem. Why don't you just name? You got no chance, ain't a romance between us and you. It's just a small dance in which we be
Honestly,
down crying. No way in hell you won't be
Reserve judgment till the
you
end.
think we won't save the bank, but in reality believe the other thing. But it's okay, it's just child's play. No need to whine over a football game.
They whine every year though.
That you just deceiving that you knew you would just catch me. But if I was scared of losing like the Astros, I guess I would also drop a diss track on the mic though. Yeah, that was the story of the Astro Clowns, thinking that they could just run around saying that they're gonna win back like 2019. Buddy, come on, don't lie to yourself, please think about it. 4 years ago, our freshman won. This year has come to put you in the mud. This rivalry is nothing but done. Don't try to move on Friday 27th, by the time we won.
Yeah, about time you win.
Okay.
Fucking ball.
So,
okay. If I'm being 100% honest, that was way better than the Pinkerton one. That was pretty good.
all right, but can we go back to like one of those first lines?
There was like
It
went through phases of being
so
good.
bad. These first few lines.
Well, it built
And
it
there's like
up
90
first.
minutes of
The,
build up.
the
Like, what's
middle
up
was
with that?
really good. The middle was really good, but the ends
They
were
got
really
someone who
bad.
could actually pronounce the words. Yeah, maybe.
Ready?
Fools amaze me, you fools.
Like the Finding Dory's categories. What does that mean?
Yeah.
We said Finding Dory in ours.
And then rhymezone.com. I don't know what that is. Probably something that makes up a
I don't know, the
rap.
thing about the 12 girls though, that was pretty sly. How you snuck that in there. I mean, it sucks, but
It took them over 10 seconds to read
yeah. No, it wasn't like a.
10 bars.
I don't know. It was. It was
I
way
wasn't
better
super
than
impressed
Pinkerton's,
because he was talking all this shit, but they haven't won in
Yeah.
like 20 years.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
And
When he
even
said our freshmen win, didn't they just win the football game?
He said their freshmen won 4 years ago. They're seniors now. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, didn't the football team won the freshman year, but they haven't won MAC Black. They didn't win MAC Black freshman
yeah,
year. They just won the
but he's
football
saying like now since those freshmen are now seniors,
Oh, yeah.
their team's gonna be better. But like I don't
No,
think that's
no.
how
Have
that
you heard
works.
this one, James?
team. Did you hear the
This is
Pinkerton one?
No, I didn't.
There's also I heard there's another one coming, but not from them. I'll keep that hush hush.
Why?
I don't.
See, the drone shots in this are dope. The video's good.
Your football team is Mickey D's and we the Cheesecake Factory. We about to put another Mac plaque in our gallery. Your shelves are looking empty. Ain't no wins for you that I can see. We're clearly just a better team. So why is this a rivalry?
Who edited this? It's terrible.
In the playoffs, maybe you should practice more instead of taking days off. Yeah, your band is pretty good, but if that's all you got, then lay off. Cause PA bleed that red and white, we fight until it pays off. Every
Every single season, it's always the same story. You're clearly out of your league, you must be lost like you're Dory. We might just stomp you in the ground and beat you up by 40. We'll keep scoring till that clock at 0, then we'll leave victorious. O'Reilly is the GOAT, he'll outcoach you with his eyes closed. Defense look confused like they all be wearing blindfolds. We've running up the score so much we in another time zone. You walk into a massacre every year, but why though? Why you're marching band using 2 of our old songs? You must be getting desperate, please correct me if I'm wrong.
I'm just confused why this kid's in it.
He sings at the
Yeah,
second
he's probably
part.
got a
no,
bar.
he sings in the second part.
Hey, why you keep selling the same old shirts? Your student section quiet like we praying in a church. Cause you never winning, tables ain't spinning, won't let them turn. How many years we gotta beat you before you finally learn? Nobody messes with the Astro Machine. Definitely not Londonderry, reroll over you with ease. You really think that you can beat us? Come on, please, we going back to back to back to back. Plus 16, hey. Bird, that's a rag, another year, another plaque. Wanna get the plaque back, that's all cap. Yeah, making moves, making plays, sweeping clean like Billy Mays. Our team be getting paid, we got the heat like Dwayne Wade. Last time you had the plaque was like prehistory.
Said Dwayne Wade.
It's a mystery. Everyone like cool, you got a nice band. Winning Mac plaque only in your dreams, Mac. Your team cannot function. Your team falls apart and malfunction. One of 20 years ago, now the plaques was flooding. Our offensive line hits you hard all of a sudden. You're saying this and that, but everybody know it's cap. We're giving you a heart attack and you're not taking back the plaque. Your shirt's the same, the stripes the same, and everybody know it's lame. Every game is the same, and we ballin' out like Zane. Hey, what? Post up. Posting on the ground, but you don't show up. Hey, most up. TAB the number 1, and I don't mean to boast ya.
This is at the end. All right, so my final judgment on both songs. Neither of them mentioned Tim Duncan at all, so they're both terrible.
Just this kid.
I think Londonderry's was better than ours. We suck.
I liked ours more because it's more hype. Like it seems like every time we make a diss track, it's like a hype song, and
yeah, Londonderry's. I don't want to say their lyrics were better. The middle of their song was better.
He
Like
could have put on something at least Pinkerton. Like I mean that's.
I liked
Yeah.
I liked ours. I hated the editing. I think the editing in the video, like with the weird
It's
transitions.
the shots
and
are
stuff,
good, but like the editing could
the
be
drone
way better.
shots and like the locations were really cool.
Yeah.
But the way like
The way they put it together, it was like
it would just turn red sometimes.
yeah, it was
and-
like they tried to make it trappy, but they didn't do it trappy enough.
yeah, I know. It's like you
Oh,
can't just
this
put a
was-
bunch of filters on it.
This was lettuces.
Classic. Let's listen to that one. I used to know all the words to this.
This one's good. I mean, it's not good, but it's like
Yeah,
it's good.
1814. That's when the academy was founded. Oh gosh, classic. Freshman year.
It's lettuce.
This slapped at the time.
Yeah, 1814, that's when the academy was founded. Our trophy case of Mac plaques is getting kind of crowded. 15 straight titles, and we're starting to lose track. I was 3 years old the first time we went back to back. Kind of like this Jordan 96, 97. You guys are living in the Great Depression. Is this a rivalry? How is that a question? We would beat your varsity teams if we only played freshmen. Really need to start winning ASAP, but I ain't talking Rocky. You're looking up how to beat Pinkerton on Safari. Cause every time we play you, it's just like a manslaughter. We're on that Darth Vader flow cause we're saying Lancers, we are your father. You guys still think you're better, so we actually got a chip. For the captain of this rivalry, please get off the ship. Our flow is hot and your flow is cold like the winter. And there's never been a Lancer girl swipe left for me on Tinder. Hey.
So good. I still know all the words. Classic.
I don't like the pauses in the middle, like this.
They have to show him rolling up in the sick Acura.
Not everyone can drive 6 Volkswagens.
Actually, it's a Volvo.
My bad.
but,
My
you know.
bad.
Volvo.
This is Nikki B. B-Sut asked me to hop on the beat.
Funny, y'all still wanna play us when you see defeat.
After this, Verts will have you crying to your mommy. You guys can't win
Like the 2012 Mitt Romney.
We're flu game sick like we're Michael. This rivalry's asleep. I think it took some NyQuil. Hope you'll show up this year. We're waiting for your arrival. Mac Black hasn't even started yet, but I know we copped the title. But with this rap, we're bringing back the thrill. Your school is fake, like a fire drill. Think you're one big Lancer nation, but it's not that great. We Astros are a big family, Kate plus 8. We have so many girls who are hotter. Your boys are thirsty for them and SpongeBob needs his water. And I just want to make this clear that this year is our year. We got more pride than the school that is located right here.
They wouldn't let. I remember they didn't let this kid perform at the Spirit Rally that year because he talked about how hot the girls were and,
Really?
and how all the Lancer dudes are thirsty. They only let Brian perform perform his verse.
This was freshman year, right?
Yeah, so fun, dude. That was the best pep rally. Just because they had this.
I like that shirt.
We ashes are bleeding red and white. Every day,
This one's kind of weak. This part.
every night. Our fans in the stands are loud like a stereo. Look up at the scoreboard, we're killing you like Terrio. Man, this rivalry is overrated. Think we're winning because we're too populated. Take so many L's that like Tom Brady and feel deflated. Maybe some close games, but we all know that we're better because we perform well under pressure and we're on top of y'all like an MLA header. But let's not get in that discussion because you still think we got nothing. But in reality, we have the mentality of Rocky when he beat the Russian. You Lancers rarely win, but I'm always hearing that trash talk. Claim you're going to sink the pink, but you couldn't even sink a rock. Because we crush you every time we're running circles around you like a merry-go-round. After this year's defeat, you'll need to start a GoFundMe account.
So many
I feel bad
words. It's
dissing
too
the
wordy.
Lancers. I'm a little sentimental, but I can't help it when I'm always number 2, like the pencil.
I still remember where I was sitting.
I think I was over here.
I was like in front of these people on the left side. They should let them perform their diss this year because it's always so hype when they do it. I mean,
Even if it sucks, it's still.
I'm
hype.
not. Yeah, like B-Set's second verse was pretty ass.
Oh, yeah.
But like it was still so hype when he performed it to the crowd. You could. Oh yeah, no one understood what he was saying,
Oh, that's okay.
but it was still just fire because he was doing it. And I'm not going to the pep rally this year because like that's buns and I don't feel like it.
I have to walk in the pep rally, so
because you're in the golf team.
yeah.
Are you guys doing a thing?
No.
Why?
But we are wearing the warm-ups that I made for us because everyone loves
I
them.
saw him wearing them the other day during the
Can I
match.
see a picture of him? I haven't seen him.
You have. He showed.
Did he show us on the podcast? I don't remember
They're
what they
the
look
black with the Astro guy in the front, and that says their names on the back.
like. I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I don't know. They're fun. Oh
Look up
yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
Scoreboard, we're killing you like Terrio.
Oh, last period, I was in contemporary issues. And
We're done.
yeah, and Nick. Oh, bleep that out for me.
Yep.
Said person went to the bathroom and put on a do rag, and he
Oh,
comes
no.
back. He comes back, and everyone starts laughing at him. And Mr. Dunn's like, I don't get it. And everyone's like, oh, there's nothing to get it. You're just wearing a do rag. Then everyone started yelling about Bloods and Crips. So, and then Mr. Dunn's like, all right, I'm starting to get pretty mad. Like, let's focus. And then Marcus makes the loudest noise, and he goes, and Mr. Dunn just goes, and looks at him and goes, sorry, I had a loogie.
What?
I was like, why would you say that? Oh, it was so funny. I was trying not to laugh because he was looking like right at Marcus, and I said like right in front of Marcus. My mic. That was pretty
Yesterday,
funny.
I was at work, and you know how older cars have those like cigarette lighter things where you take them out of the 12-volt
Yep.
hole? And I didn't know how they worked.
Oh no.
So I take it out of the hole, and I'm looking at it, and I'm playing with it, and like, just like, messing with it, and trying to figure it out. And I was like, no part of it like feels hot at all. Like, so.
Touch the middle.
Well, yeah, I was looking at it, and I was like, not pulling it apart, but like you can expand it and make it smaller and stuff. And so I was like, okay, well, this looks like the part you put the cigarette on, and I'm just gonna put my finger near it to see if it's hot. And I was like, doesn't seem hot at all. So I put my finger on it, and I burned my thumb,
Wait.
and it burned some of my fingerprints off.
Yeah, no. When I was like 4, I was in the car, and I had one in my mom's car. And did my mic just shut off? That was weird. But no, I like pushed it into the dashboard, and it like burned a spiral thing. So I was like, oh my god, that's cool. So I did it on my finger, and like I left a little spiral. Yeah.
That's so gross.
Dumbass.
You know, right?
Burns are just nasty.
I know. I remember that made me think of that scene in Deadpool where he takes it out of the thing, puts it in the guy's mouth, and then like holds his mouth shut. Oh my god! Imagine how bad that would hurt getting a burn on your like
James,
inside your mouth.
My
Like
hands
that.
are starting to turn into your nasty hands because of how much I'm golfing.
My nasty? You mean my hard-working calloused hands?
Yeah.
I don't think they're nasty.
Like, yeah, they're pretty gross.
Mine are
You-
like in
you have
between.
gross hands.
How much of a beta male are you that you think calluses are gross?
I have
I'm
like
not beta. I just like smooth hands. All right.
Jesus, Chris. That was the most white collar thing I've ever heard in my life.
Smooth hands.
Catch me typing on a keyboard, making money. I don't care.
For real. Chris is definitely just gonna hire someone to like spread mulch on his lawn because he's like, I don't want to get my hands all gross.
And mulch smells bad.
Jesus
What?
Christ.
Mulch feels good. I like the smell of mulch.
It doesn't smell good, but like
It doesn't smell good. But
Is
like,
it
it's
really
not
that bad?
It's pretty bad. I'm
Chris-
gonna be so rich, someone else is gonna mow
My
my lawn for
testosterone
me.
levels are dropping. Just listen to you right now.
Good.
Josh, we took a good photo this morning. They were.
I did. I haven't seen him though.
I'll be so rich, someone else will do all my yard work for me. I don't care how much it costs.
But will they be
Bummy.
legal American immigrants? Or will they
Oh,
be
no.
legal American citizens? Or-
You really had to bring that up, James.
Yeah, no, they'll be legal.
Will
It won't
they,
be
Chris?
Mexicans.
Will they? Why just Mexicans? You don't want a Mexican mowing your lawn?
I swear to God. No, I don't.
Swear to Jesus.
Don't say his name in vain.
I'm right here.
Josh, you don't look anything like Jesus, bro.
See, I'm too late.
If I put my
I'm
hair in the
too
middle,
We need
part,
to
I
take a
could.
picture.
I'm too late.
No, like this period.
You want some?
Yeah?
Why
Please.
do I look so friggin' tall in that?
Please,
Jesus.
Papa. Papa, please.
Johnny, yes,
Shit.
Papa. Eating
Hold up.
sugar, no, Papa. Telling lies, no, Papa. Open your mouth, ah.
Thanks, Pops.
Dang, Chris is swagging that.
Get that ice, James. You want some?
I'm
Ooh, he
dripping.
dripping. I'll take some. I'll take one or
You
two.
have like 18.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, I'm saucy. I can't wear these because
yeah, I'm saucy.
I can't wear
I can
these.
play with them.
because I play with them and then I like do the thing where you put them in and then they just break.
Oh yeah. No, I was playing with them 8th period. My teacher was.
What
getting
happens
mad.
when you're 4 years old like me?
Well, no, you just have the attention span and the attitude of a 4-year-old.
Chris is literally baby.
I wish I was Lemoke. Lemoke.
Oh, I thought you said MLK. I thought you said Lamont.
Poopy funny. You know, yesterday my golf coach had me take the golf cart out to go change something on one of the holes. And the first thing I did was I crashed into some rocks. And I look back and he's laughing. And everyone's laughing. And I'm just like, happens. It was a good laugh.
I can't believe
Golf
they don't
cart
let
was
you-
fine.
I
so.
can't believe they make you guys walk around the course. That's bummy.
Yeah, we're all right. That was a cool take.
What, did they make you guys walk?
Yep.
I feel like
We're
you're out
not
there to-
90, Josh.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you're out there to play golf, not walk around.
That is part of it, or is it not? Or am I confused?
Well, they make golf carts for a reason. They make them for golfers.
What's a historical event you guys would want to see?
If I could go back in time and see, like, is that what you
Anything.
mean?
Anything.
I would love to go to Washington when
Tom Brady's
Martin Luther
birth.
King was speaking.
Chris said Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech. You said Tom Brady's birth.
Yeah. No.
Not when Tom Brady won the first Super Bowl. His
his
actual birth.
Yeah.
No, I'd like to be there when Japan surrendered. Oh, I wanna
Really?
be there
That'd
for
be
that.
tight.
Yeah.
Chris is in
I
all
like
the photos.
the finish of the American Revolution.
Yeah, no, I'm just still like, what up,
Chris
bitch?
has his Patagonia hat on in World War II. He's just chilling for
Hi.
Vineyard Vines.
he walks in with the Americans and the Japanese.
I
like,
give
who's this guy?
I give the Japanese some double freedom rockets too. While in the picture, I'd be like, "What's up, motherfucker?" How'd it feel to surrender?
I would want to
Bitch.
see Tupac die to know if he actually died.
Oh, that's a good one. That was tight.
Just
You
because.
sucked.
Excuse me.
That was so brutal. Chris just turned to you and goes, "And yours sucked." And just the intensity of that.
Do you say you want to change yours?
No, I don't want to change mine.
So you would
That's
witness Tom Brady's
disappointing.
birth.
Well, that'd be funny, but no. Like a
be
serious
funny.
one would be like,
D-Day, but on the German side.
I don't know, just like
I mean, just so you're not getting shot
any
at,
of
right?
any of the endings of like any of the big wars would be cool.
Oh, that
Like
was
the final meeting where they go to,
what
figure it out.
degenerate answer.
or like George Washington when he was elected the first president.
I would love to be there when in George Washington's boat when he crossed the Delaware.
That'd be really tight. Start rocking
or when
it.
they signed like the Declaration of Independence, like any of that stuff.
And you can sign it too.
Be on Paul Revere's
Josh
horse.
Wallace.
No, that'd be kind of lame. Cause like that one, I don't really care about so much.
Yeah.
Like he's
That
just
start.
like
That was
British
like the
coming.
start of it, though.
Yeah, but I don't know. I've never really found the Revolutionary War that interesting.
I want to be at the first Pilgrim dinner.
Yeah, that
I
would
want
be
to
kinda
meet.
cool,
I want to
yeah.
meet Squanto.
Or like be on the ship when they landed in.
Or be in that. What was that
Plymouth or
town that just like disappeared? You know what I'm talking about? The the settlement in America that just
Plymouth Rock.
no.
What are you talking about?
There was a settlement in when they first
Atlantic
discovered
City?
America. I don't know, but they just the whole thing just up and disappeared. Like the settlement itself was still there, but all the people were gone, and they never found out what happened to them.
I didn't
There was
know
no
that.
sign of like a
I don't know
Native
about that
American
either.
raid, and there was no dead people around.
Native Americans or some Bamps.
Native
that's for
Americans
sure.
were wild back in the day.
Imagine just skinning someone's head.
I know.
Ugh.
I'm reading a book right now
Bah.
about snipers during like the Vietnam War and the
Isn't that the only
Korean
war we
War and
lost?
stuff. And
That's
they
so
talk
funny.
about scalping people after they shoot them.
Ugh.
Yeah, dude, in Vietnam, those kids went crazy.
Yeah.
Like dudes were making finger necklaces and ear
Yeah, well,
necklaces.
what they do is
they were just
Americans are
wearing other
every
people.
time
The
What?
Americans or the
The
Vietnamese?
Americans,
Yeah.
Ugh.
every time like a German crew or a whatever crew would like,
Vietnamese.
yeah, would be like moving themselves, they would always send like one guy ahead to scout. And what the snipers would do is they'd shoot him, and then they would go down and scalp him and prop him up against the tree. So that way, when the rest of the people like came around the turn or like on that road or whatever, they would see him, be like, "Oh, he's sitting over there," and they go up and they shoot them all, and then scalp them. And then when the next group of people came, there'd be like 50 guys just lined up against trees, scalped.
I don't think I could do the whole war
Isn't that
thing.
crazy?
I could do the war
could
thing, but
not.
I would hope to God I would never sink to that level of skinning another human being.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little intense.
I read this story one time about Carlos Hathcock, who was the greatest Marine sniper in World War II.
Mm.
And he had this story about how he was hunting this woman who was in the Viet Cong, and she was notorious for just torturing Americans just to torture them. Like, she didn't want information or anything. And so one time he was outside her hideout, and he was like waiting for her to come out, waiting for a high value target. And this Marine walks out who had been a prisoner. But he's skinned completely. No skin anywhere on his body. His eyelids were skinned. Everything on him was completely void of
Did you say
skin.
he walked out?
He walked out. They skinned him alive, stood him up, and just like pushed him out the door. And he gets a few steps and just dies, like right there. And so after that, Carlos Hathcock went on this like I'm pretty sure it was basically like a suicide mission, and he like classic sniper stuff, and he like killed this lady super dead, and I don't know, I just always thought that was so like vile how another human being could skin another human being. And this dude, he was like a Marine private, he was just a grunt. He wasn't like a high ranking officer. This lady did it for fun. I mean, she was messed up.
If you got the chance to kill someone like that, would you like shoot him like 50 times?
Yeah.
I'd shoot him once in the gut and let him bleed.
I think the way I see myself in those situations is I could kill somebody, but I could never like skin somebody or like torture someone.
I'd kill
or-
someone, I'd be like, oh shit, sorry.
Yeah, no, I could definitely like take someone's life if they're like that bad of a person, but I don't think I could ever like skin them. That's intense.
I don't know, man. Having Hitler's face would be pretty tight.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine like being that Marine guy and just having to sit there and wait for that? Like, I have like someone that we want, and I'm just sitting here waiting for them. Like, I might get one shot to shoot them if I miss. Like,
And then a Marine who's like skinned
well,
walks out. Is that what you're talking about, or are you
don't-
talking about something else?
no, like
Just
that
being
guy.
a sniper.
Yeah, and just like having to wait for like in a like a
They
intense
used to wait
situation like that.
days. Like they used to wait
Yeah,
days.
like
and,
like snipers, they have to shit themselves.
Yeah, like in this
in
book,
their
they're
job.
they're talking about like how they would like get in a place and they would like know a sniper's in a room, but he would never come to the window, and they would just wait days for him to like get comfortable enough from his spot that he would come to the window, and they just shoot him. It's
And they have
crazy.
to have like crazy like. Those people are crazy. They can't like think about it. Like
No.
I'd be there, I'd see that person come out, I'd be like, "Oh, should I shoot now? Should I? They just go, they shoot.
Yeah, well, like that's the thing. Like, normal people would be like, "Oh my gosh, I only have one shot. I can't miss."
Right.
But
They
these
Mm.
just-
guys, they're just like, "Oh, he's like running. I'm just gonna," and
they
they
don't
just get
miss.
him.
They
Yeah, they
don't
don't miss. But the thing is, there's so much math with sniping.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
You have to be incredibly smart to be a sniper. Like like Navy SEAL snipers, Marine Corps snipers. These guys. They do all this super complicated math in a fraction of a second, and they do it without even thinking, and then they just
like the
adjust
wind
their
and stuff too.
yeah, and the rotation of the Earth, because that's how far they're shooting. Sometimes they have to adjust for the rotation of the Earth. Like the farthest sniper rifle kill ever recorded was in 2016 by a Canadian sniper. I don't know if it was 2016. It was recent. He had a 338 Lapua Magnum, which is this bullet is the size of a 308, which is a huge bullet.
Yeah.
But it's traveling like faster than the speed of sound. And this dude was 2 miles away, 2 miles from this ISIS fighter. And it took 10 seconds from when he fired the bullet to actually hit the guy.
Yeah.
And
Is that
the shot-
long?
10 seconds? Like,
Oh, I thought you
like
said 2.
no, 10 seconds. That's a long time. And so this
Yeah.
guy was 2 miles away. And it was
you
so
think
far
10
away.
seconds, but imagine pulling a trigger and then,
And then
waiting 10
seconds
seconds.
later, the guy dies. And so this shot was so long they had to like do everything a normal sniper would do, and then also the
Yeah.
So 1.5.
200
Canadian snipers hold like
2,475 meters.
Canadian snipers
Long way.
hold most. No, that's the previous record.
Oh.
That's not even the.
Holy shit! It's this one. It's they're 35.
3,000. Holy shit.
That's like 2 miles.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, that's
yeah,
2.5
it
miles.
is. It's yeah, exactly. So he had to adjust for the rotation of the Earth because that's how far away the guy was. Like, could
Yeah.
you imagine that? That's ridiculous.
What was it?
3,500.
3,500-ish?
3,450.
Jesus Christ.
Canadian snipers are no joke.
How,
Canadian snipers hold most of the
How-
longest sniper shot records.
How big was his scope to be able to see 2 miles away? Is that like far? I don't know any of that.
That's super far. Like even
No,
for a
like I know
sniper
that's
scope,
far, but like for a sniper scope,
even
is
for a
that-
sniper scope.
Yeah, it was probably like a telescope more than like a
Well, his spotter was the one who probably found the guy.
You know what I learned
The
actually
sensors.
from reading this book? I
How
thought
do
a
you know so much about this team? Jesus Christ.
I used to be
I
so
thought
in the
a
military.
Yeah, me too. But when reading this book, I always thought if somebody had a confirmed kill, they like watched the guy die. That's how it was confirmed. But like if you shot him and they ran, it's not a confirmed kill because you don't know if he actually died.
So
But a confirmed kill is actually if another person sees you kill him.
Yep.
It can't be like, so if I'm alone and I shoot a guy and I see him die, that's not confirmed. But if I have a spotter with me and he sees it, then it's confirmed.
so this guy like tells him where it is. Does this guy
Yeah.
do the math or does the sniper do the math? Because it said the spotter gives him information.
Sometimes both.
Well, the sniper does the math, but if they miss for whatever reason, the spotter has to help them adjust.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like that's
But
the
like
reason why.
some of the best military snipers ever only have like 14 confirmed kills.
Yeah, 'cause they
And
don't operate
could-
with a spotter.
Yeah, because they don't operate with a spotter.
But like yeah, Chris Kyle had so many confirmed kills, but you know then like you said, the guy like falls behind a wall, and they don't get
Yeah.
to see him actually die. But then also that's why I have a hard time believing this Finnish sniper in World War II allegedly had like 500 confirmed kills, but he
Yeah.
operated completely alone the whole time.
Yeah, that's why it's like I think it's different per country. Like the U.S. considers a confirmed.
Well,
kill
yeah,
a
but
spotter.
I mean, I would consider that a confirmed kill because then anyone who was a sniper could go out and say, yeah, I got 500 kills.
Yeah.
So that's why I have a hard time.
6
His
kills
name was
today.
like Simo. It started with an H. It's Finnish. I can't pronounce it, but yeah, he says he had like 550 kills or something like that, and I just have a hard time believing he got all those and counted them all up, and he's being truthful about it. I have no doubt he killed over 100 people because like that was such a brutal war. He definitely did,
Oh
but
yeah.
500 just seems so high.
Yeah, well, I'm like
unbelievable.
most snipers probably have close to 500 kills, but like I said, only a handful of
Not
them.
most snipers. Most snipers have like.
Well, most of like the elite snipers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But like only a few of them are confirmed because they mostly operate alone.
Do you think elite snipers like know who other elite snipers are?
Actually, so in this book again, there was a guy that was on the U.S. I think it was World War I, and he was so good at sniping that the other side of the I think it was the Germans, they came up with a nickname for him, and it was like the Red Feather or whatever, and they like
The
wanted
White
this
Feather,
guy's-
Carlos Hathcock. That's what they
maybe.
called the guy in Vietnam. But yeah,
Yeah.
when you're that good of a sniper, especially for America, they'll put bounties on your heads.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
like they wanted this guy's scalp on the president or on the leader's desk or whatever, and like this guy would just go out every morning alone and just sit in a dungeon or like a dirt pile, waiting to snipe somebody, scared that somebody's gonna scalp him while he's out there.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Some crazy
It's
shit.
intense work, so intense. I could never be a Navy SEAL.
They
talked about
they
this
are
before, yeah.
crazy.
You have to
Like-
be so confident to be a Navy SEAL.
Oh yeah, like
you also have to be like the perfect human.
I watched some
Pretty much.
I watched a show about it's called SEAL Team. I don't know if it's like actually legit, but like they
well,
go in
that show's legit because they have actual SEALs who help them make the show.
like they go in and like there's like there are guys in front of them. They just shoot around them. If they see someone, they're firing right away.
Mm.
I couldn't.
Have you watched the movie 13 Hours? Oh, it's about the Benghazi attacks.
I would
and
love
it's-
to watch it. It always
Yeah, it's a
looked good.
wicked good movie.
It's got Jim from The Office.
Yeah. But there's this one scene where a bunch of Navy SEALs are going to the what's it called? Like the U.S. government in a foreign country.
The
Embassy?
embassy.
The
Yeah.
embassy, yeah, they're all traveling to the embassy and they have security guards. I'm like, why do the Navy SEALs have security guards? Come on.
I know. Imagine being a Navy SEAL security guard. You're just like some poor Army dude,
Yeah.
and they're just like, "Yeah, you're gonna guard the Navy SEAls." I'd be like, "Really?
Yeah, you're
Like,
7
this is
feet
my
tall,
job?"
300 pounds,
So-
so you're gonna be a guard for
So
the
these
Navy
guys,
SEALs.
these guys are Navy SEAls, best trained special forces operatives in the world, who are sent on the most dangerous missions, and I'm going with them to guard them.
Yeah.
And I'm an Army guy.
I'd feel pretty safe.
I would
I would
because,
feel
because,
safe.
because like
I would feel so safe.
they'd be safe because they have all the training, but I'm just some Army bum, dude. And
Yeah, but
they're
they're
sending
trained-
me on some
the way Navy
mission.
SEAls are trained, they're trained to go in and kill only the bad guys. Nobody else dies except for the bad guys. So like they're gonna save you at all costs.
It takes some serious wrong going in their efforts for one of their own guys
Yeah.
to die.
I don't know. Navy SEAls die pretty often. Because
Yeah, but like the Benghazi attacks, that was intense. A lot of them died then. Or I think it was it 4 of them died?
They were contractors, but they're
Like-
ex Navy SEAls and CIA guys.
Like imagine
that's what
going
they do.
into Osama bin Laden's place and just
Smoking Osama bin Laden.
smoking.
Oh, I would love to.
Damn.
Too
They
bad
got
you already
mad at the Navy SEAls after that raid because after they shot him, they all ran over and shot him in the face like 40 times.
did. Really?
Yeah.
So they
and
couldn't
so
recognize
then the dudes back
They
at base
couldn't
were like,
confirm
yeah,
him.
they were like, dude, what the hell? We don't have his face anymore. We can't like confirm that it's him right now.
And like if there's like women and children, they like have to like handle them because they just can't kill them.
Yeah.
All right, that was a bell. So good,
Toodles.
good podcast today.
Very good podcast.
Toodles.